In fact, I'm gonna let this.
You gotta go back.
I'm gonna stay longer than that.
Yeah, I was about to say, just let us know next time, brother. We'll see if we I think it's good right there.
It is.
That's straight. Plus it's sturdy. Yep.
Yeah, if it's lower to the ground, it'll be less reactive to the wind.
All right, Shalom. First and foremost, before we begin, I want to give all praises, glory, and honor to the bonds to the apostles, the bonds to the elders, the great millstone rule well, taught us his truth. Much respect to you brothers out there to preach his word in truth and sincerity throughout the four corners of the earth. Tabernacle David for Lek and Speckled Bird. I want to say Shalom. All right, hey, if you're paying attention, man, there's so much stuff that's popping off. You can pretty much do a video every day, man. And the Lord is really bringing out these plagues, bringing out this judgment. As me and the brother was talking earlier, you had a strip club that got hit by lightning, man. Hey, Lord ain't playing around with you Jakes anymore, man. Matter of fact, I saw on Instagram that this woman, Jake, she ended up getting the monkey, the chimpanzee plague. Right? She had all the bumps and stuff around her face. And then as I said to the brothers, you know, you got these sodomites advocating for the jump shot now. You know, they want it now. And so that's the times that we're living in, man. Esau Edom doesn't even have to force you to get it. All right, y'all see these plagues popping off. Y'all want it now, man. Give us that protection now. Y'all through. And as the brother posted on, I saw it on YouTube post, you got the mask on the face and you got the mask on the butt, man. Come on, man, you through.
Esau got y'all in the trick bag, man. He got y'all big and to die. He got y'all big and for poison.
Oh, yeah.
You know how to manipulate your mind with spells. You ain't got to force you to take it if you know how to manipulate you.
That's crazy how you got some Israelites to be like, I'm trying to save all my people. You can't save them. You can't save yourself.
Nope.
Everybody don't want to be saved. First of all, so you got a lot of people that want to stay in sin. They want to stay a sodomite. You know, they don't want to change. So you ain't going to save everybody.
Man, it makes you fear the Lord, because the Lord is the one that deceived them Israelites, man.
It's a fearful thing to fall into the hands of the living power. Jeez.
But they still want that. They still want that juice. They think Esau is the end all be all. He has the answer to everything. That's not true.
No, but we're gonna take that CHIP, man. When they come, man, when they starving, when they can't eat, they gonna take that too.
That's still threatened too. The so-called quote unquote food shortage.
What else happened this week?
When they took all food, you got floods.
Got Eastern Kentucky,
Vegas, St. Louis. And Eastern Kentucky, yep.
They said they killed, what, like 6 people or something like that?
It's probably more.
I don't know the death toll yet.
Yeah, they said it's probably going to be more.
But yeah, you got floods everywhere, man. But see, people still in their little safe bubble, you know, their little lie box, their little bubble of denial. Ain't nothing going on. Everything gonna be all right. No, it's not. If you don't have the eye salve, it's gonna sneak up on you, and then you're just gonna be caught with your panties down.
You ain't supposed to be in the house feasting. We in the house of mourning.
Man.
And Jake gonna ball till he can't no more.
Yeah.
I mean, Jake don't care if he have to miss paying rent. He gonna party if he want to party.
He gonna buy them new Jordans.
Yeah, exactly.
Man, he gonna go to the strip club, which, hey, that's spiritual. Strip clubs are being torn down, being hit by fire, man. I'm gonna get this right here, Hebrews 10 and verse 31. It is a fearful thing to fall into the hands of the living power. See, it's a fearful thing. And as I said earlier, you know, do your research. You got these people out here advocating for the juice, man. They already in the trick bag. Esau Edom doesn't have to force them. All right, it's a fearful thing. All right, to get jacked up by the Lord. A lot of these people are as we speak, are being jacked up and have a future judgment. It's not going to be pretty for you, because a lot of you people that walk by the camp, y'all heard this truth. It's not going to be pretty for y'all. Y'all going to learn that a prophet had been among you the hard way, man. Go ahead, brothers.
I got this in Ephesians chapter 5, verse 15. It says, see then that you walk circumspectly, not as fools, but as wise, redeeming the time, because the days are evil. We in evil times right now. Esau is doing everything he can to get you Jakes to go off, and y'all taking it. Y'all just running with it. Y'all want to die, like the brother said. You know, you want to just fall over and kick the bucket. You want the Lord to send them missiles on you and you can burn up. You know, you calling for it. You know, y'all Jakes don't care. Y'all see the video of the Jakes in the train that was, you know, shaking their butt and stuff like that. They had to slip and slide.
Yeah, they were twerking.
I was like, man,
Ah,
you gotta get out of here.
got to.
To me, twerking ain't never modern day shucking and jive.
Yeah.
Because you being that person, you being that ignorant person Esau wants you to be, and you have no shame. That's modern day shucking and jive.
If I'm on the way to work or something and I'm taking the train, I'll be mad. I'm like, I know it smells like fish, it smells like dirty rice in here.
Yeah, because you know Eve is out there eating all these abominable foods, and it get down in there.
Body chemistry. Eve don't care. She still want to twerk something. Get that stinking thing out of my face, go wash.
And even after they wash, it's still gonna be
a remnant,
man.
I'm like, come on, you had too many partners.
I'm gonna slip and slide in the train. Think to that, man. Put the stress on you.
I mean, they quick to do evil, but to do wise, to do, you know, they don't have it.
They ain't trying to serve you, Jakes, man. If you see something happening to you, you just gonna go the other way.
While the brothers getting that, I'm gonna get 2 Corinthians 5:11. Knowing therefore the terror of the Lord, YASHAMIAHLA, we persuade men, but we are made manifest unto power, and our trust also is made manifest in your consciousness. All right. So hey, we ain't coming out here for our own. Well, we are coming out here for our own health. So Lord, when we can be delivered, but we're out here to warn our people, man. Blow that trumpet. But hey, our people ain't taking heed. And we telling you the judgment, man. Hey, this is about the second time, I believe the second time in eastern Kentucky that is flooding.
Yeah. There was a tornado that happened last year, remember?
Last year, yep. Was that earlier this year too?
Yep.
May have been, hey, both.
Thanks about everything that go on out there in East Kentucky. I done heard the stories about the blue people, you know, all the other stuff, because it's backwoods out there, so you can get away with pretty much anything, because you ain't being seen like unlike you in the city, you know. You got cameras and police everywhere and people with cameras everywhere. You can get away with way much more out in the sticks. That's probably why they receiving their judgment. I got this is Exodus chapter 23 verse 2. Thou shalt not follow a multitude to do evil, nor shalt thou speak in the cause to decline after many to rest judgment. You see them going down there twerking something, you ain't got to go twerk, you go the opposite way. Because all you doing, I mean, in the long run, it's your blood you playing with. You ain't playing with ours, you playing with your own. Go ahead, bro.
Since everybody they don't want to read the scriptures, man, and we out here bringing it out, lifting up our voice like a trumpet, but y'all don't want to hear it. We out here, 11, Isaiah 58:1, cry loud, spare not, lift up thy voice like a trumpet, and show my people their transgressions in the house of Jacob their sins. And that's what we out here doing, trying to call out your wrongdoings and let you know that what you're doing is going against the scriptures now. Because y'all need to come back to your power.
Jake don't believe until the last minute. You know, he ain't gonna try to get right into it until you got an inbound missile off the coast of New York. That's when he gonna want to get right then. It's too late, man.
Y'all see the picture of the AI taking themselves being destroyed, burnt up. And that's the generation, man. That ain't 50 years from now.
That's the folly these people own. They so prideful. I mean, you ain't got common sense to run and seek refuge. You want to take a selfie.
I heard about it. Eve, she was twerking on the highway. She could have fell off and died. She didn't die, but it could have happened.
I saw that. It was like you on the freeway and you see an overpass, and they showed her up.
Oh. Okay, I was thinking somebody all the way down there.
Sound like some broad boys or
Yeah,
something.
coughing up abominations.
Yeah. The mob, man. It's in Ezekiel 7 and verse 25. Destruction cometh, and they shall seek peace, and there shall be none. That's coming very, very soon, man. When they say peace and safety, you know, wasn't it seem like, you know, a couple months, you know, everything was going back to normal. You go back to the stores, you ain't got to wear no mask, and now you look up, you got this chimpanzee plague going on, man. Yeah. Yep. I might have to steal that silverback. All right. So you see that, man. All right. Jake is in the house of feasting, not expecting for the destruction to come. And when it comes, they're gonna seek peace, and it's not gonna happen, man. Hey, you should have been on this side on the house of mourning. I'm gonna get verse 26. Mischief shall come upon mischief, and rumor shall be upon rumor. Then they shall seek a vision of the prophet, but the law shall perish from the priest, and the counsel from the ancients. You see, they're going to be seeking us, but they're not going to find us. And the people that they do find, all right, the Christian pastors, you know, the priests over there, Catholic Church, they're not going to be able to tell them what's happening, what's next, what's coming down the pipeline, man, because they don't have no wisdom. They're not dealing in this truth. Matter of fact, if they're heathen, they're not meant to get this truth, regardless, man. All right, they through. Verse 27, the king shall mourn, and the prince shall be clothed with desolation. You got to think about it, our top jakes, so-called top jakes in this society. They going to mourn, man, because you live in that lavish life. When death, hell, and destruction comes upon you, you're not going to know how to act, man, being on the same level as the rest of us down here. And the hands of the people of the land shall be troubled. I will do unto them after their way, and according to their deserts, what I will judge them, and they shall know that I am Yahweh power. It's coming, man. Ooh. So you're going to get recompense for all the evil that you have done, man. So keep thinking it's a game out here, Jake. You're going to find out the hard way. It is not a game out here, man. Go ahead, brother.
That's 1 Peter chapter 5, verse 8. It says, be sober and be vigilant, because your adversary, the devil, as a roaring lion, walketh about, seeking whom he may devour. And that's what you, Jason, doing. Y'all ain't paying no types of attention. Y'all don't care. Y'all just going to be caught out there when everything start happening. You know, I got family members telling me that they plan on going on vacation in August or the next couple of months. Hey, they gonna lock this place back down. Most likely by August or September. You know, you got all these plans still. You know that you got the monkey business going on. But
That's
you
what I
still
be
plan on
tripping
going on
on.
vacation.
That's what I be tripping on, man.
What's
People
that
still making plans
looking for?
5 and 10 years down the road like ain't nothing going on.
Yeah.
Y'all ain't got that much time. I mean, me personally, I don't think we got 2-3 years left. And that's just being generous.
Yeah.
You know,
The way things popping off.
Things going by very quick.
a lot of people see this is the average Jake right here. He gonna depend on 2 people when it hits the fan. He gonna depend on Esau to tell him what to do, and he gonna depend on Pastor or Big Mama. Why?
You know they love Big Mama.
Why? Yeah, Big Mama can't do no wrong. Big Mama can't say no wrong. Anything, even if she is to say something wrong and disrespectful, ain't nobody gonna acknowledge it because Big Mama can't do no wrong. But look who led you and kept you in the churches all these years. Big Mama.
Yep. Oh baby, did you take your jump shot?
No man.
You know how they be.
No man.
Take that jump shot. Just like I had in my dream, you know, whether it was a family member or a friend, like I said in my dream, the lesson I did on it, you know, that plague is going to start hitting people, man. So yeah, my family members and friends, whoever it was, man, trying to trying to convince me to take this new jump shot, man. I had to get up with him. Like, hell no, man. Stop asking me. Stop trying to convince me to take it. All right?
Working for Esau.
Come on, man. you fool. We're not going to take this stuff, man. And you had people lining up to go take it. Lining up. And as I sent to the brothers, which I may show in another video, you know, you got that dude with the sign, we need the jump shot now, man. Advocating to get it. So y'all can continue in wickedness. Go ahead, continue in wickedness. Now you're seeing the judgment that's coming upon you for your sodomite ways, man.
He could be set up though.
Could be.
To push that mindset.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, I don't put nothing past Esau.
Nah.
Because he's in desperate times right now.
They coming for them guns too. They done already passed that law for the semi-automatics.
Yep.
So when they get ready to come down on you, you ain't gonna have no way of fighting back. But you got.
You need an ER.
You transforming.
You telling your throat.
Hey, all hell can break loose just like that.
What?
Sound like a wounded animal over there.
I seen a Hamai on the video on Facebook hollering just like that, like he had the Holy Ghost though. He was just going hard. It sounded just like that.
He probably ran to one of them fake cow guys or something.
So that's a damn demon or something.
It's something. He need some surgery in his life.
Hey, Shalom, Zebulon Warrior 144. Shalom, brother. YASHAMIAHLA.
Shalom.
Keep on doing that. Yep. Keep on doing that work, brother.
Yeah, man. Jake he ain't gonna wise up to the very last minute.
Nope.
Everything got to be already on fire.
Yep.
Then Jake don't want to get right
They're
then.
gonna be on the seat. They're gonna be looking for the brother. They're gonna be looking for the brothers and stuff, man. They're gonna be looking for answers. I got Ezekiel 3:26. And I will make thy tongue cleave to the roof of thy mouth, that thou shalt be dumb and shalt not be to them a reprover, for they are a rebellious house. So when this stuff kick off, and y'all see us out here now, and y'all walking past us, when that time come and the shit the fan, don't come out here looking, cause we ain't got nothing for you. We ain't got no answers for you. You better go, like brother said, you better go out there past the pork chop and eat snakes.
Gino's chicken.
Gino's chicken.
They give him backlash.
Gino's
TDJ, they give him backlash because he's talking about women ain't playing that role. He didn't listen to the brothers.
Yeah.
It's already
It's too late, fat boy.
Yeah.
You done had your consolation prize.
Because at one point he was saying that he's an Israelite, and then he retracted.
Right.
Like, come on, man. Scripture say a double-minded man is unstable in all his ways. Right? So one minute you saying you're an Israelite, the other minute you retracting your statement, you know, because probably your heads is like, oh man, don't say that, man.
Yep. But see, I remember he came out and said that he was related to some Igbo.
Yeah.
I remember that.
Yep.
But you know, he can only say so much. His handlers ain't gonna let him say too much.
You want that money, you gotta keep on pushing that wickedness upon our people.
Seen that video with Kevin Hart speaking to that Edomite, and she was like, I've got to offer millions of dollars to do things I don't want to do. And he was just like, like that. Don't tell the world that, you know, that's how I got my millions. Exactly how Kevin Hart got it.
Yeah, you gotta go through some type of ritual, ceremony, some type of thing. Because Esau just ain't gonna give you all that money.
No.
If he gonna give you all that money, he gonna find a way to control you. He gonna have you do something abominable, and he gonna record it. And if you don't do what he say, he gonna release it to the public, and then you gone. You blackballed from the world.
Matter of fact, Proverbs 28 and verse 22, he that hasteneth to be rich have an evil eye, and consider not that poverty shall come upon him. So he hates to be rich. Like, oh man, I gotta do this. Like you said, I gotta do this stuff that I don't feel like doing or want to do. And like I said, hey, they might record it. You hasten to be rich and you still go on to do it anyways. through, man. Through. Because that poverty, you eventually are going to come down to the same level as everybody else when shit hits the fan, man. It's not going to be pretty for you. The difference is people going to know your name, they're going to know your face, they're going to see you, and they're going to go after you. It's not going to be pretty for you, Jake. Especially you Jakes out there in the Hollywood world. The Lord is coming to recompense you for all that evil that you've done to keep your riches, man. And pushing that wickedness upon our people. Like you got a lot of these celebrity Jakes coming out and saying that they don't believe in the Lord. Or a lot of these rappers out here. Matter of fact, the Lord is definitely getting these rappers, man.
Oh yeah, man.
Man.
There's another rapper that he told his ops to come to his house. And what you think happened? He came.
They came to holler at him.
Come on, man.
These young rappers, they think they could have got money.
Pride go for destruction, bro. And he was priding it up right there, trying to look like a big man in front of the little audience. And then you got mowed down like leaves.
Not even a spiritual role.
Yep. Realizing that you was a dumbass, man.
The other rapper, I think he got shot and his dad got shot.
Yeah,
I think
he did.
I think they said
His dad is survived.
It's still judgment, man. It's judgment.
Oh, I saw that. Yep.
Right on him. And it was crazy because he didn't die.
He didn't die.
He didn't die.
He looked like he died.
They said he didn't die, and I just instantly thought about the Most High. I said, hey, man,
Get the
left
spirit
me-
in his
left me
body.
alive.
It's a fearful thing to do.
What you see?
He getting jacked up too, man. I seen this video where it was this one she went inside a Family Dollar and started talking about the cashier's mama. So she snatched the girl from behind the counter by the hair, and she was whooping her. I mean, she was whooping her for about 3-4 minutes. The employee got up, went behind the counter and shot her twice.
Oh, y'all see
And
that?
then started stomping her. He getting jacked up. So you can't just go anywhere and just be bumping this, thinking ain't gonna happen.
They ain't scared of nothing, man.
I say it all the time.
They ain't scared of nothing.
Love of many shall wax cold. Matter of fact, that's spiritual that you said that because I know somebody in the world that used to work at this shop at the mall, and one of the employees said I don't take too kindly of the person that I know, somebody talking about my mother, man. So long story short, that person that I know, they end up going to working at a different store. So I wouldn't be surprised, they had a fight or something, they got into it,
A lot of people real sensitive about the subject of their mama mainly because of the Queen of Heaven spirit in Babylon.
Yep.
Because you say something about anybody's mama, it's on.
Yeah.
They gonna act like they mad as hell, even if they ain't mad as hell.
That's fighting words.
Yeah. I'm like, first of all, you ain't worth the bullets in his guns. You don't even know my mama. Jake don't think though. Jake, you gotta pick your own battles. You can't let your battles pick you, because if that's the case, anybody has control over you. All they gotta do is piss you off.
Yeah, that's why the scriptures say, rule your soul.
Yeah.
Rule your spirit, Slaki, rule your spirit. You learn how to rule your spirit. Because we definitely up here gotta learn how to, know how to rule our spirit. Because you get, you may get a demon up here that's talking all types of smack. You gotta learn how to deal with them.
Yep. Recognize the demon in them, then laugh at them.
Yeah. That's all you gotta do.
That's how you switch the power. Now you have power over them versus them having power over you.
All right. Let's see what else we get. It's 2 Chronicles 15 and verse 13. That whosoever will not seek the Lord Yahweh, power of Israel, should be put to death, whether small or great, whether man or woman. You see that? Because the Lord is not a respecter of persons, man.
Nope.
So you ain't taking heed, you ain't worshiping the Lord like as you should. You ain't calling upon the true name, all right? Because you got these jakes out here. I meant to do a lesson on it. You had this pastor out here saying the name doesn't matter, which he's obviously been watching the videos. Obviously, he's like, it doesn't matter if it's Yeshua, this and that. In English, the name is Savior. English in the name of Jesus, you know, these demons know all them names. They're going to be scared of it. No, man. Name of YASHAMIAHLA, his name stands, man. All right, so if you following that pastor, you through, man. We going to see what that name is going to do for you in these last days. We're going to see a lot of these jakes out here calling the name of Caesar Borgia. Nothing's going to happen to you, man.
A lot of our people still got Stockholm syndrome.
Yeah.
They don't even realize it. Think about it like this. They're expecting the white man to come and save them out of captivity.
Ooh.
It was a white man that put you into captivity.
Sure.
And now he's going to
Yeah,
save
right there.
So, I mean, who y'all waiting on? But you can't tell them that. Logic escapes them. Straight emotion, that's all you're dealing with when you're dealing with a Christian. A big ball of emotion and illogical reasoning. Like Apostle Tahar said, you wasting your time with these Christians,
wasting
man.
time.
We're waiting on Jesus.
He put you in your mental captivity. But you want him to bust you out.
God damn.
What kind of sense that makes?
Ooh. You know, I remember.
Beat your hell, get you out of here. Then loosen the chains off you and let you roam free without knowing nothing.
Ooh,
Only that you were sold on slave ships from Africa, and that was it, nothing more.
And
But God,
now they're trying to take that out of here,
Yep.
books, man. They're trying to erase our whole existence from history.
like we never went through any hell.
Like they refuse, like they won't talk about our rulership before the 1400s. They
Nope.
call it the Dark Ages.
They didn't even talk about that when I was in school.
Nope.
And
They
if you
just-
don't know where to look, you ain't gonna find it these days.
They only go back as far as like the 1600s. That's as far as
Yeah,
they
the
go back.
Renaissance
They don't go back
period.
before that.
Yeah, that's where they pick up at, the Renaissance. Because they want their story told, their lies told.
Yep. Renaissance meaning rebirth. So they don't coming back into power after Jake was hit by that plague, the Black Plague. You know,
What was it called? The
bubonic plague. Yep.
Man, Esau got all kind of
Oh,
plagues.
you know, it was just us getting out of power because our people was wicked.
Yeah, it was our time to go down.
Yep.
Nothing to attribute to Esau's strength. No, that was the Lord's will.
Yeah.
Where it said the devil should be loose for a little season. That's that little season in
It's not
Revelations.
yeah.
And you know what? I saw a video yesterday. You know what they was doing over in our land in Israel and all that? When they was digging up our relics and finding our original relics, they was destroying them. Guess what they was doing after they destroyed our original relics? They created their own false relics and buried them. And then 50, 100 years later, they came back and dug it up and presented it to the world like it's authentic.
You being exposed.
Man, they so desperate, man.
You are being-
They've been doing this.
Yeah.
That's why
I
they
just saw a
devil.
video on this yesterday.
Man, you gonna have to send that video. Y'all being exposed.
I'm
man.
like, you know what? I'm not surprised at all. I was shocked,
Yeah.
but I wasn't surprised. I'm like, you know what? That sounds like E.
That's how y'all know who the true people of the Lord is, man. You know,
Yeah.
not just by blood, you know, the relics, the paintings. All right, they got so many paintings and so many statues of our people that they couldn't get rid of all of them, man.
Mm-hmm.
All right, our people is the salt of the world, so you had a whole bunch of artists out there. Or we may have like a little slave, you know, to paint a picture or sculpt us, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Regardless, man, there's so many.
I thought I seen the video of somebody talking about how he went to the Vatican, how they have all of our books down there.
In the basement.
They're not gonna tell you that. Yeah, they got all our ancient artifacts, probably garments and stuff, things that you wore. They got all that stuff down there.
We got a whole bunch of scrolls down there too. You see, that's the thing with Esau. He's very secretive, very manipulative, very cunning. You know, he put the S in slick. You see what I'm saying? He straight up, bro. So I mean, he know how to maneuver to a certain point. But when the Lord takes away that left hand wisdom, all that's left is a fool. That's all that's left.
Matter of fact, this is Proverbs 11:2. When pride cometh, then cometh shame. But when lowly is wisdom. See, this man has so much pride. So you're going to see this man running around like a dog with a tail in between his legs, man. We're seeing it happen right before our very eyes. He's trying to prolong his kingdom as long as he can, but he can't, man. All right, the Lord has already put in a measurement. All right, this is how long that you're gonna rule. You know, the devil being loose for a little season, and then you out of here, man. You out of here. So you're gonna see that shame. You're gonna be the low. You are the lowest of low, but it's really gonna be metaphysical that you're the lowest of low.
Literally, like I said in my video, AHRAM, they're gonna be walking around on all fours, so the other nations will know who the dogs are.
Yeah, Con.
Don't care about your bad knees, your bad back, none of that.
And you see a lot of them that's coming out, you know, posting up their YouTube videos or whatever. They're running around on all fours.
Yeah. They get back to their natural state, you know.
Matter of fact, they were doing that. Job talked about that.
Said he won't even let him be alone with his dogs.
Dogs are my flock, yep.
Because he knows how they get down. Them dogs. That's why you got a whole clothing section in Petco for dogs.
That's the spirit over
Yeah,
there.
that's that cosplay. That cosplay right there.
Yeah, that cosplay. Man, I don't care who walking around, man.
I seen the video where Jake was actually getting ready to go inside the pool. The lady called
Got caught? I saw that.
He was getting ready to go in the back in the pit bull, getting ready to go in it, man. He had it all, he had it out. Getting ready to go in it.
Girl snuck up on him with a phone. I saw the same video.
Hey, he might be one of them terrorists, man.
And there's experiences out here like that. Even animals have experience. I see a dog, a dead fish. Like that spirit is even in the animals.
Yeah, that's how you know this
much
man.
wickedness, overwhelming wickedness.
Yeah, animals supposed to do stuff too.
Yep, because he's mentally challenged now.
Yep. Yeah, he don't know what to do with himself, man. Do I want dogs or do I want this human to get with me? You know, that's why the animal got to be put to death.
I guess Eve going to call the police on me. I don't care. You take heat for a bear. You got a dog in a pink sweater.
MOAB.
I mean, that's just, to me, that's
Resident Evil, bro.
it.
That's what it comes
It's worse than that, man. It's a mental condition because now you're trying to treat an animal like a child, like a person. You see what I'm saying?
We never did that.
No,
Our people never
they picked
did
that up from Esau. See, we had our dogs chained out in the backyard. You know, stake in the ground with a chain in a doghouse.
Well, you saw say a dog is a man's best friend. That's your best friend. There you go.
You know where that came from?
Yeah, didn't happen.
Matter of fact, hey, that's the spirit. 144. So hold on, y'all. Watch me outside. Watch me guys. But this is scripture, Leviticus 20 and 15. And if a man lie with a beast, he shall surely be put to death, and ye shall slay the beast. You see that? All right, and that's the way of Esau, Edom. So Jake pick it up, or you know that Jake that you talking about, he could be a terror. That's why we get on you all black Israelites. You know, y'all say the Israelites are all black. Well, we got terrorists out here, man.
Yeah.
Read Matthew 13. There's terrorists out here running around here. They ain't got no salt.
Chocolate covered Edomites.
They
I know a girl like that.
Yeah.
She looks like Eve, but her daddy white.
They ain't got no salt. They ain't got no salt. They got too much sugar in it, man.
Real. It's the diabetes that you don't want.
Man, look at Esau, caveman over there. I thought he had the shirt off at first.
Come on.
Yeah. I thought he had his shirt off at first, man. Walking
That
around.
little back.
Yeah.
With a little wagging, a little tail
man.
in his underoos, through the loons.
But yeah, that's
Manasseh right back there.
Huh?
My boss right back there.
That lady. She looking for you?
Probably.
hey, Shalom. Yahweh Shemiel Shah Barakatah. This is from Shalom Ba, Ecclesiasticus 17 and verse 10. And the elect shall praise his holy name, Khan. Because the elect is going to praise Yahweh Shemiel Shah's name. All right, Khan, going back to that preacher talking about the name doesn't matter. You can call on the either name that you want. All right, the elect is gonna praise his name, man. The elect knows his name. The elect, hey, these demons know Yahweh Shemiel Shah's name. That's the true name that they fear.
still taking it for a joke. So, and when those days come, when these missiles start flying, don't come to us asking for the name. Go ask Gino.
Vastly approaching, man. Vastly approaching. You don't got no time. Time you think you got, you don't got that time.
Yeah, man. What is it? The World Economic Forum. They talking about banning privatized cars. They talking about banning ownership, private ownership of cars.
Yeah, everybody's talking about they can't do that. Yeah, they can.
Yeah, they can.
You gave them the power. Yeah, they can.
If they can force you to get a jab, they can do that.
They talking about some cars are being driven less than 4%. I'm like, well, a car is not supposed to be driven 24 hours a day. It's to get you where you go and come back home. It's not supposed to be driven like that. So they trying to set a baseline for as to why you don't need a car. And they want you to get you into that mind state of thinking as to why you don't need a car. And eventually, you're going to talk yourself into thinking, I really don't need a car. That's how Esau works.
They're trying to track people's carbon footprint in the earth.
Yeah,
they're trying to track people's carbon footprint. You can't do that.
There's no such thing, man. It's like they're trying to blame everything on climate change
or
global
cows.
warming. There's no such thing as climate change. Esau uses that as a guise to do his wickedness in the earth. And y'all just let him do it. Because y'all believe his pseudoscience. This man makes up facts, literally, and calls it science. Yeah, bro.
I gotta go back to work.
Alright, Shalom, brother.
Don't get in trouble, man.
I said, that's probably what they doing. I said, maybe look for another one. Or, you know, it's all in the spirit. You pray to the Lord. You know what's up. You know what to do.
I'll keep working about it. I'm gonna go right back and do what I gotta do.
Yep. It's all good, brother. All right, Shalom, brother.
All right.
But yeah, you got Bill Gates. You know, hey, he doesn't have a doctorate degree, but y'all believe everything that this man say. Oh, we got to get rid of the cows, or I'm the post that I showed the other day, trying to genetically modify cows, man.
Yeah,
trying
they
to
was injecting cows.
Yeah, trying to make the perfect cow.
Like, why is this man allowed to do this? First of all, like he said, he's not a scientist. Second of all, nobody voted for this man. So why are y'all listening to this man? Y'all take everything he says like it's just good as gold.
That just goes to show you money talks, man. In this world, money talks.
Yeah, the philanthropists.
They
Like
can do whatever.
Elon Musk. Epstein. Yeah, these people, if you got money, you above the law.
Yep. You can come in and bring in your people that you want. You know, I believe they show that in the Ozarks. You can pay off. I don't know if you watched the whole thing.
That was a good series.
Yeah, you can come in and pay off somebody. And matter of fact, they had the voting machines. You know, goes to show you whatever Esau Edom wants to do. Hey, this is his kingdom. You want somebody voted in? Hey, just put in his voting machines, man. This TV ain't just TV for nothing, man. They show you what's going on behind the scenes.
Yeah, and voting is an illusion in itself. But he wants to complete that illusion. So he actually got the machines, he got the voting booths, the ballots, and all that to make it seem like it's real. But voting is not real. But y'all take off your job, go down there, stand in line to vote. And it's already been decided who's gonna win. Now, it might be effective to a degree on a local level, some local level, small towns and whatnot. But as far as federal, national government, no. They're not gonna leave something like that to chance.
Nah.
They got too much ride. That's why they got contributions, you know.
Somebody already premeditated to come into office.
They're gonna give them contributions. For anybody else, it's a bribe. You're going to jail. But as far as politicians, no, it's a contribution.
Once again, they show that in the Ozarks, man. It ain't just for entertainment. They show you what's going on behind the scenes.
That was a good series.
I enjoyed that.
I think that was the last season they had. The last season 4. They said they was gonna stop voting.
Nah, that's messed up, man. I was getting into it.
Yeah, man. That's pretty good, but it also shows you, you know, this is not our rest. You had the Issachar Jake. He ended up being taken out. You know, hey, this ain't your rest, man. His nephew was plotting against him.
Yep.
You know, hey, we supposed to be family, man. Your own family ain't supposed to be plotting against you, man.
Somebody end up making it.
Yeah, but Edomite, the Edom ends up being at the top of your empire, man.
That's how Esau plays it all the time. We're gonna set you against each other, divide and conquer right there. That's easy. And he's just gonna probably have you take each other out.
Yeah.
So he can automatically rise up.
They show that, man, with the FBI in there. Matter of fact, his sister.
Yeah,
his sister, Pablo Escobar, that's what I'm calling her. Omar Devar, yeah. His sister was plotting to kill him, man. Not only his nephew, his sister. Oh, man.
Playing a dirty game, so you gonna get a dirty recompense, man.
This is not a rest, man.
They got all this wickedness from Esau.
You got that Eve that was on her shoes with the FBI.
Mm-hmm.
But I remember I was thinking the whole time she was pregnant, but they never showed the man. So it's like, did she have like a one night type thing? And she got pregnant and then had the child. So it's like, that's what I was thinking the whole time I was watching the show. Where's the husband at?
Yeah, they never showed the father.
You know why? That was intentional.
Yeah.
They don't want to reinforce the black family. There's nowhere to be seen on any TV.
But Esau, you see in that show, Esau, he got his whole family. Even his woman cheated on him, man. Laid down with another woman, and he still stayed with her. Yeah.
Oh, no.
And they want to end up doing the same moves.
Watch it, man.
See, you got a lot of shows. This is what they promote. They promote Eve being with Esau.
Yeah.
It's always an Edomite man and a Judite woman together, happily married. They might have kids from separate marriages, from prior marriages or whatever. But it's always, as far as the family unit on TV today, it's gonna be Esau and Eve.
Yep.
You ain't gonna see a perfect Judite family on TV no more these days. But they don't want to promote that. That's why they gave y'all BLM, to destroy that.
She had a very high position on the show too, which is not popular to see.
Exactly. Yeah, they ain't gonna show a Eve happy with a Judite man. She gonna be single or either with a white man.
Yep, and she was trying to date the white PI.
Yeah,
Project Investigator.
That's what they want to promote.
They showed on their two men, with each other.
Oh yeah. It was the Jake dude and the
Yeah, I forgot about him.
yeah,
Like three fruit.
yeah, and then the Edomite.
Forced himself on him, man. He didn't do that. He was already like that.
Yeah, he ended up accepting that.
Prime example, y'all. I don't know if y'all watched that. It's on Netflix called The Upshaws. It's a comedy show with Mike Epps.
Yeah, I meant to watch it, but hey, just go ahead.
But this is an example of how Esau programs. Now it's by four black dudes on there, right? So-called black. You got one, which is Mike Epps. He's the family man, but they shows him to be untrustworthy. He cheats. He got kids outside the marriage. Number two, you got his dude that worked for him because he owned a mechanic shop named Tony. Tony is the simp, the beta male simp. There's Tony. Then you got another dude that worked for him in the garage. He just got out of prison. And then you got Mike Epps' son, who happens to be a sodomite. See how they promote on TV? It's right in your face. Man, there's no perfect black man on that show.
It's 10 years ago, I was a kid. It was not like that 10 years ago. I can remember 10 years ago, back in 2012, it was not like that. You didn't have on every show at least one fruit person. It's like that now. You got at least one or two fruit people on every new show they come out with.
Yeah,
even the new movies they come out with, it's one fruit person on there.
They slide it in. They slip it in. It's real subtle.
So
Might
you
have a
don't think
little.
that's an agenda. You know, Jake don't think of that. You know, they don't think that this is planned out. This is something that they're trying to push on you. Of course they're trying to push it on you.
And then they put a whole sex scene in a lot of these shows with two sodomites in it, man.
P Valley. I can't watch it. It's too much.
There was another show, lawyer show, with the lawyer Jake. I forget what it's called, man.
The lawyer and Jake one.
I'm gonna have to look it up, but man, They had a whole bunch of sodomites in that one. I was just like, I can't watch this show.
Just like that series 911. I don't know if y'all watched that with Angela Bassett. Her ex-husband is gay. Her present husband is an Edomite.
Come on, man.
I mean, you gotta be blind at night during the eclipse with sunglasses on not to see this. Or you don't want to see it.
There's a new movie I watched on Netflix. It was called The Man from the Toronto with Kevin Hart.
Oh, I seen that, yeah.
Yeah,
I might check that out. I was thinking about watching.
That's pretty good.
They was on the plane and he said something about apologize for saying something against the, those people. He's like, that's gender neutral right there. I'm like, they had to slide that.
Yeah, they did.
You speaking in
They
the
sure
words
did.
and stuff.
See all these $1 million words to hide an agenda. Now they trying to call
Kevin Hart seems so submissive, like to a man. He just seemed really feminine. Like
You seen him getting picked up by another man and have him on the lap. That was cool.
he been tampered with.
Yeah.
I'm gonna leave that.
Got it, yeah.
You can tell he's been tampered with.
So baby,
That's the only way you gonna make it to the next level in Hollywood.
I don't like watching Kevin Hart sometimes. It's like it's too much. You understand it's a short man, but it's too much. Like doing little gestures and stuff like that, talking all soft. Man, speak with your voice, man. You don't even. I don't know. He must be taking some type of pills or something, estrogen pills or something. He's kind of
Kevin's been tampered with. He's been compromised.
it's like somebody that's like 7'6" want to pick us up and put him on his lap, man. Like we ain't gonna allow that, man. No, we don't care if we're short to you. We're not gonna allow that.
We won't play
Kevin Hart
that.
like
Oh,
that.
man.
We won't play that.
This girl picked him up, put him on the
Hey,
bed.
probably yeah.
Yeah, he's been compromised.
Man, that's a TikTok challenge. You got girls that be like picking their husbands up and putting them on the counter.
Oh, hell
Like,
no.
And the dude's like, what are you doing? Like,
Matter of fact, I did see that. Yeah, I did see that. Yeah.
they like that too. They think it's funny.
That ain't funny. Don't try to touch me that way, man.
I've seen videos of women putting men's legs up in the air.
Oh,
like they win.
yeah.
I'm like, see,
They ain't even funny. They ain't funny at all.
Matter of
don't
fact,
they play like that?
You had a video on Instagram. This dude was effeminate as hell, and the woman was masculine as hell. And they were kissing each other, man. I'm like, just confusion, man.
Sound about right for Babylon.
Just be straight, man.
No, that ain't, that's too much like right. Esau don't like that. Esau like to mix it up. He like to cause as much confusion as he can.
That's how you know we at the end, man.
Yep. I'm gonna get 1 Timothy 2 and verse 11. Let the woman learn in silence with all subjection. Eve have a hard time doing it, man. That's why we got to get the heck up out of here. But I suffer not a woman to teach, nor to usurp authority over a man, but to be in silence. For Adam was first formed, then Eve, and Adam was not deceived, but the woman being deceived was the transgression. Now with all standing she shall be saved in childbearing, if they continue in the faith and charity and holiness and sobriety. All right. So the Lord said Adam was deceived first, but he allowed the woman. He allowed his feelings over the woman to still take in the philosophies of Satan at that time, man. Esau, Edom at that time. So the Lord is saying, hey, the woman ain't supposed to be above you. And we see that in these positions, as we was talking earlier. The FBI woman being in a high position. She ain't have no man. Matter of fact, she was trying to date the Edomite man on there. It's out of order. As a matter of fact, we was talking about Big Mama. Big Mama can't do nothing wrong. All right, so everything's out of order out here.
Everybody gonna take up Big Mama. Even if Big Mama wrong. It's like it's a town, y'all heard this story. But this town in North Carolina, the whole town quit. After
the police officers?
Yeah. After they found they got a new manager, she was an Eve. The whole town quit, but they know Eve. See, this is what happened spiritually. Esau is slowly over time rejecting Eve, pushing her back. She has served her purpose. And that is to thwart the minds of her people and to destroy the family. That was Eve's job. Now her job is complete. Now Esau bagging off from her.
Yeah, we don't need
you no more.
on my way to over here, I seen a sign that said they hiring for the police force out here. So this place is through, man. You ain't got no more police. What does that mean? You're gonna have crime be at an all-time high. It's gonna get worse and worse.
Matter of fact,
what Esau wants.
Matter of fact, that's spiritual because you had a whole bunch of these dudes out there in the car. It could have been Jake, Esau, you know, whatever. They were out there by the airport and they were doing donuts by the airport, man. And then they was, if you go out to the highway down there, you can see they were doing donuts on the highway late at night. Yeah.
I was like, how are they getting away with that? So there were no police.
That was the video. What happened?
He put on the mask.
Yeah, I see that.
And then he walked past us and took off the mask.
Thanks for protecting us. Because if you wearing a mask, you probably took the jump shot. And so you infected. So thanks for protecting us.
Had the worms crawled out of
Ooh, man.
That stuff in your mouth too.
Man, Esau got these people's minds so jacked up, man. They think if I take his juice, I'm Mr. Invincible and I can look down at everybody else who don't take it. That's their mindset.
Yeah.
Man.
He really got these people out here. Their minds is warped.
Hey, you know what's crazy at the plantation at the job earlier this week? I heard the Edomite and the Israelite. They was both older. They was probably in their 60s or 70s, and they was talking about their blood pressure been high lately. And I'm thinking of, I'm thinking of the jump shot, because he was talking about it's way above normal. And I'm thinking like they probably took a jump shot.
Yeah.
And I'm like, what causes that? I looked up blood clots to cause your blood pressure to go sky high. And I was like, that's probably what it is.
Yep.
So you about to kick the bucket, man. I don't feel bad for you.
That was one of the top 3 symptoms of the jump shot.
Yep.
Blood clots, heart attack, stroke.
And if you pay attention, because I did a lesson on it the other day, got a lot of these younger folks under 45, 20 years old dying from heart failure, from heart disease.
That don't
so
happen.
they say. And there is no coincidence, man.
Oh man, they trying to put it off, and they so bold and proud to tell you that a lot of people gonna die. Now you got world-class athletes passing out, dropping dead on the field. Some of the most top, healthy, fit people on the planet dropping dead on the field. That don't happen.
Come on, man.
You got 10,000 cows so-called die. That don't happen, man.
Nope.
These people, they believe everything. Like the scripture said, they simply believe with every word.
You know why? Because of that, what it is? Project Mockingbird, Operation Mockingbird.
Yep.
Where they got all the media everywhere saying the same lies.
That's the thing too. If you say the same thing, enough times, people gonna believe it.
That's one of Esau's philosophies. How it go? So if you tell a lie enough times, eventually it'll become true. People believe it, perceive it as actual fact. If you say it enough times, no, you just repeating a lie 1,000 times. Now you got people out there that's not mentally strong, ain't gonna believe everything you say. But just because they say it's true and you say it's true, it's not true.
Just like science, man. It means
to know.
To know. Yep.
Just because he says something true, just because he's in the power seat, don't mean it's true. You got the biggest liar in the power seat.
Yeah. The wicked. That lump of clay that's made to dishonor the Lord. This is 1 Timothy 6 and verse 20. O Timothy, keep that which is committed to thy trust. Avoid profane and vain babblings, as we was talking earlier. All these news media saying the same thing over and over and over again. You can turn the next channel, you go to the next state, they all saying the same thing. They all got the same script. And it's about nothing, man.
Mockingbird.
And oppositions to science, falsely so called, you see. Oh, we got the truth. Hey, we know the symptoms, we know what's going to happen. You take this, you're going to get protection. No, man. No, you don't know what's going on. You just experimenting out here. You just freestyle rapping out here, man.
That's all he doing. That flow is played out. Like, that's the only verse you know, Esau? You ain't got no more 16?
Yeah, you ain't got no.
You got no more?
No, man.
That's it, man.
Got no more bars, no more nothing, man. He threw. Come on, man. But that's just how it be.
Yes, gentlemen. I would like to say God's prayer the correct way. Understand? Now, the Gideons are correct. For, let me say, Jesus was wearing red. You know this. So, here it is correctly. It's not trespassing, it's trespassing. It's this and that. So, you will start your head. We're blessed to it, okay? This is Jesus' word. Yeah, God's word. Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy shall be, on earth as it is. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our debts, as we forgive our debtors. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom and the power and the glory. Brother, I'm pleased. I love that.
All right, brother.
You know,
all right.
that lion is his hair. His hair is white as wool. Now go to I am, brother. He's the Lamb of God. And you are the children. He's sits in his feet. And well, and then someone's might be maybe imagine. I'm sure you know, I would walk over the humble, you know, Revelations and John says, you don't need no reasons like that.
All right, brother. All right.
Yeah.
Word. I got
the spirit said don't even.
He too far gone.
Yeah. I wasn't, like I said, that's why you always gotta listen to the spirit, man. Because as Apostle Dahar said, dealing with these Christians is a waste of time.
He too far gone. I couldn't even understand what he was saying.
No, I couldn't either. It's talking about Caesar Borgia's prayer. Let's bow your heads and let's pray. And I'm over here laughing about it.
We don't pray cheese and rice.
No.
That's why we're looking at it crazy.
That's why I was looking at like anybody else seeing what I'm seeing, man.
That's not our
coming over. I've seen him standing right there, looking over here, and then you walk right there.
That's why I got these out here, man. Them damn demons, man.
We don't pray to him.
No. Matter of fact, you say, I'm gonna get this scripture. The Lord told us in that same prayer not to pray out in public, man. So this is Matthew 6 and verse, let's see, 5. And when thou prayest, thou shalt not be as the hypocrites are, for they love to pray standing in the synagogue and in the corners of the streets, that they may be seen of men.
Damn.
Verily I say unto you, they have their reward. You got your reward, man. You know, you got all these Christians out here. Let's all bow our heads and pray. You got your reward. You got your reward. That's why the Lord's not going to listen to you when all hell breaks loose. That's your reward. Because you're not following the law, statutes, and commandments that the Lord set for us, as we read, as the Lord told us the commandment. But now, when thou prayest, enter into thy closet. When thou hast shut thy door, pray to thy Father in secret, and thy Father which see in secret, reward thee openly. You see? You pray in secret, the Lord going to reward you openly, man. And that's going against the scriptures, praying out in public, praying out in the churches where everybody can see you, man.
Now, I promise you this, I can bet you this. The main people that pray in public to be seen of men, they don't pray in private at all. And the ones who pray in secret, when they to themselves, it's just them and the Lord, you will not see them praying in public. Unless they probably blessing their food or whatever. But other than that, we're not, if you see a true man of the Lord praying in public, it's not to be seen of men. It's to pay homage and respect, praise and glory to our Lord and Savior. That's it. We don't care about what people say or think of us, because we already know you carnal and you are uneducated and unlearned about the Bible. So we expect that. That comes with the territory. So,
Mark, chapter 4, verse 14, it says, the sower soweth the word, and these are they by the wayside where the word is sown. But when they have heard, Satan cometh immediately and taketh away the word that is sown in their hearts. That's all that does, man. Just Satan coming over here and trying to stop the word. We was in the zone, we was in the spirit.
Yeah, for real, man. We was going in, man. And He's nothing but an Edomite. He said that he was a Cherokee Indian. And so you a $5
Indian. You paid your $5.
Matter of fact, them curses is on you because you out here looking bad, man.
What you say?
Yeah. Man, the spirit told on you long before you came over here that you would eat my man. Deuteronomy 30 and verse 7, because these curses is on us. And instead of you in the past would laugh at us in our low condition, we laughing at you. Deuteronomy 30 and verse 7, and Yahweh thy power will put all these curses upon thy enemies and on them that hate thee was persecuting thee. All right, because in his past life, who knows what this man was doing? He's probably
Why
doing
he getting jacked up now.
No teeth, man. Can't even eat.
You got to eat oatmeal.
Cream of wheat.
You got to eat that puree. You got to eat that puree like you're in a nursing home or something.
Man,
Come on, get this chocolate pudding.
you ain't our people,
The
man.
applesauce.
You ain't Northern Kingdom. Come on, man.
A lot of the Edomites, they don't be brushing their teeth anyway.
Yeah. Matter of fact, I had called AAA the other day because I had just got this other car the other day. I was putting a battery in it, and the Edomite came out of the car. Man, he had that plaque on his teeth, the black stuff. You know, you can tell. You know, they chewing that tobacco, man.
Yeah, they spit in that bottle.
Steak tartare.
Yeah.
Got that tartare.
Come on, man. Oh, like, man.
You got the nerve to call us dirty. You dirty.
You dirty, man. We
Man.
had to teach you how to wash.
Manasseh Cubans parked right next to me on break at work. And he'll sit in his car and he'll chew tobacco. And he'll spit it. And then when I first saw him spit, I looked because it looked like he spit on one of my tires.
Ooh.
So I got out the truck and I looked. And then I looked at him.
Just to make sure you know.
Yeah, after that, he ain't parked by me no more. Because I made it a point to make sure that he see me looking. Like, you spit on this truck.
We
gonna have some problems, bro.
Come on, man.
But I got this verse, this is the book of Obadiah,
Hey,
chapter 1, verse 2. Behold, I have made thee small among the heathen, thou art greatly despised. And it's the table's turning, baby. We're taking the curses off of us slowly but surely, and guess who we putting them on? Esau.
Easy
Rising up, man.
Sleazy E.
And he feel it in his spirit because I notice a lot of people at my job, when I walk by their cars, they be sitting in their cars listening to talk shows, trying to figure out what's going on with this country.
This ain't the country I fought for.
Exactly. Yeah, they in that spirit. Man. They are vexed. They like, man, it's over. You can see it in their face.
My job, they was talking about World War III, man. That's the spirit, man.
Yeah.
You know, you can't run from what's happening. You can't run from the obvious. It's gonna happen.
It's over.
I believe I sent you on that post. Esau Edom, ex-Marine, try to rape and murder a lot of people, so he can get his people's numbers up. Well, your seed ain't working anyways.
Desperate. He's desperate.
No.
This man is desperate. Even if you take out a lot of the other nations, your number is still the same. Do you understand that?
You can't make up for that, man. You already lost.
Your nation has suffered losses, man. The opioid epidemic wiped y'all out. All the people that are supposed to be having babies, they dead. And you got this big gap between newborns and old people. You ain't gonna have nobody to take the places of these judges, these cops, these lawyers. So they about to retire.
Don't nobody want to work. All they Edomite women is getting with Jake men.
Yep.
So what is that going to bring? That's going to be more Israelite men.
It's gonna bring forth more Israelites.
You are whoever your father is. Yep. Just like the dude, little buddy, come up. I'm a Native American, man. I'm a Cherokee. No, you're an Edomite, man.
You're an Edomite that
Just
stole somebody's identity.
$5 Indian.
That's all you is. You just Esau.
You ain't
In disguise, like a transformer. Like at the end of every Scooby-Doo cartoon, take that mask off.
Yeah,
It's E.
Yeah, it's E.
Come on, Esau. You a ghost, you a goblin. You everything.
Everything.
Right? Running from your identity.
Oh man. Yep. They've been running for that.
Good morning.
Good morning. Yep. That's why they changed you know, put in the Constitution that they're white people, you know, put in their laws that they're white, you know, running from their judgment. Because they top scholars know that they're the only nation that's promised no mercy from Yahweh YASHAMIAHLA. Because even at these other nations get their slavery, get their ass whooped, hey, they gonna come back, you know, it's gonna be peace, they're gonna get loans from us, they still gonna be under us. Esau, Edom, as you read in Obadiah, after they slavery, they threw.
Not so much.
Not
so much. I mean, they testified to it themselves. It's the only country with a doomsday clock. The only country.
And your own AI is predicting. That's just the Lord showing you your judgment.
Pretty much.
You ain't escaping.
You know, escape this time. I mean, it's got to be a strong spirit to put a vibration on you. Let's make a doomsday clock.
Come on, man.
Now, if you had all the confidence that your country or your nation was going to make it, why would you even be thinking of a doomsday clock? Because you know it's just a matter of time. Revelation 12, verse 20.
Yep.
The Lord making them mock themselves.
If I'm trying to prosper my nation, last thing I'll be thinking about is a doomsday clock.
Come on, man. Come on, man. That just goes to show you who's in power, who's the wicked, man. We're supposed to prosper. It's supposed to be a beautiful kingdom, man. Not pork in the concrete, pork and everything.
I don't know what you think. I mean, who thinks of that?
Which that's actually spiritual, because you look at the construction of Rome, those buildings that's still standing. They said they was built with better concrete than what we have today. You know,
they ain't got no abominations in it, probably.
Yeah. It's still, a lot of those are still standing to this day. But this is the revised Roman Empire, and it's what more can I say? It's
watered down remix.
Yeah. This is Proverbs 22 and verse 3. A prudent man perceived the evil in hiding himself, but the simple pass on and are punished.
Yep.
And like the brother said, they got doomsday clock, and Jake ain't even paying attention to that.
Who does that? Yeah, you mapping out the future for your grandkids, but you got a doomsday clock?
Oh, man.
One of these ain't gonna fly. They're turning up a one-way, what you doing?
Snap. Man, they doing it again. Oh yeah, I like those.
The kids.
Yeah.
You got tied up, going up runway.
Hey, it said enter ye in the straight gate. And you see a lot of people over here lately, they've been turning in the wrong lane about to mess up their new cars, man. You know, that's just spiritual, that these people are not walking in the right lane.
These people, they want to pave their own way.
Yeah. Oh, the Lord knows my heart. The Lord still loves me.
Okay.
The Lord got me.
Sirach, let's read Sirach chapter 12, verse 6. The Lord hateth sinners.
No, the Lord loves the sinner. No,
he hates the sinner.
Take that shit back to where you got it from.
No, the Lord hates the sin, not the sinner.
I got this in Psalm chapter 2, verse 1. It says, why do the heathen rage and the people imagine a vain thing? That's a vain thing right there. You said, the Lord loves me, I'm a sinner, but he still loves me. No, it's vain.
We saved. That's a vain, bold statement. It's a dangerous thing to do.
You ain't saved from that monkey parts.
No. You see Big Mama still up in them churches with the mask on.
And them big hats.
Uh-huh.
Big hats and big masks.
Hey, a lot of these rappers, they be getting their body done like male rappers.
Oh, I saw that, yeah.
Man, Kevo, whatever his name is, man. Lord will destroy him, man.
See, these people,
He got them ab injections.
Why not just do the work?
Just work out, man.
Why not just do the work?
You're supposed to be bulky anyway. You ain't supposed to be flimsy and all that, you know.
It's that spirit of instant gratification.
That's like a BBL for a man.
Yeah.
I'm going to get my abs deep.
And so you look,
right,
you look at it, it's really still fat that you put in there, man. Instead of, like the brother said, you put in the work.
Yeah, that's all you gotta do. You know how Esau cut corners? He'll take fat out your ass and put it in your face. Or vice versa, you know.
Charleston White, he a demon, man.
Oh yeah,
Straight demon.
yeah, he's straight demon, but he be telling on these rappers though.
Yeah.
Man, you done vexed Esau. He gone. He was at the bus stop.
Oh really? He couldn't
He
handle
walked
it.
by mean mugging us all the way.
He couldn't handle it.
Yeah, mean mugging.
He couldn't handle it. You can't handle the truth.
Hebrews 4:12. Cut it.
Don't get you in the kid, Esau. I seen a video of Soldier Boy, Charleston White. I think Charleston White sprayed him or something like that.
Yeah.
I'm like, Soldier Boy funny, man. They both funny. They both wicked, but they funny though.
Man, they just entertainment. They trying. You got a lot of these entertainers. They doing stupid things on purpose, just to stay relevant.
Yep.
You know, they want to keep their name out there in some way. So they resort to fodder. I mean, a lot of
Charleston
people.
White be thinking he deep. He be like, homie, look here, homie. Shut up, man.
He don't
He be
know
like,
nothing.
Man, go on, man, talking like that. Like you thinking that you hard or something.
Matter of fact, he said he trains for this.
Yeah.
I watched a video with him with DJ Academics. He was talking about him and Soldier Boy getting into it, spraying that mace on him. He's like, I believe in the, you know, the doomsday. I'm getting ready for like World War III and all that stuff.
You're gonna be destroyed.
Dude, exactly.
This the only way you can get prepared.
He got a
That's
video.
it.
He got a video mocking the Israelites.
Yeah.
So he was in the car. He was like, when I was growing up, there wasn't no Hebrew niggas. That's what he said. That's how he talked.
He marked this in.
Yeah, he was like, where y'all Israelite niggas come from? Y'all just came out of nowhere. When I was in elementary, ain't none of y'all was here. Well, of course, it wasn't the time yet for us to wake up during that
We
time.
had to wake
He was a
up.
child.
He marked himself. Just like that dude that was in the camp. Fell out, started scoffing,
Yeah.
written the Archeum, and he wrapped his car up around a tree or something. When he dead.
Yeah, that's judgment.
People mark themselves. See, like I said, once again, you can talk smack to us all we care. We don't care because you playing with your blood. You ain't playing with ours.
If he was really gangster and stuff, why would he pepper spray you? Like, why would you not try to fight him or something? You gonna pull out some pepper spray? I thought you was gangster. I never heard of
Well,
that.
he said Soldier Boy came out with like an entourage
Yeah.
of dudes, and they all surrounded him, and he felt that was the best way to defend himself. But you gonna run out of pepper spray real soon, man.
Yeah.
When Jacob's trouble pop off, they ain't gonna help you.
No, you can't pepper spray a mob.
A lot of dudes don't like him anyway. They don't like Charleston White. He be talking too much. He one of them dudes that got a very loud mouth, but he can't back it up.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
That's why he carried the pepper spray.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is Revelation 5 and 9, and they sung a new song saying, Thou art worthy to take the book and to open the seals thereof, for thou wast slain, and hast redeemed us unto power by thy blood out of every kindred and tongue and people and nation, and has made us unto our power kings and priests, and we shall reign on the earth. All right? So Charleston White is talking, oh, when I grew up, y'all didn't come out, you know, we didn't have Hebrew Israelites out there. Well, it was the time and the place. Yahushua had to die for us, and he opened up the book for us, and now we understand the book. And so now you're seeing this rise, especially with on the YouTube scene. Everybody's hearing the word, and now you have brothers around the world waking up as you read. Every kindred and tongue of people and nation waking up, man. So that's why you're seeing a boom of brothers out there preaching the word, man.
Got this in 1 Corinthians chapter 4, verse 9. It says, For I think that Yahweh have sent forth us the apostles last.
Yep.
It says, as it were appointed to death, that we are made a spectacle unto the world, unto angels, and to men. So everybody just walk past and look at us. They be like, why y'all out here standing out here? Church is supposed to be in the building. You're supposed to be congregating. You're supposed to be having the Holy Ghost dancing up and down and shaking and jiving. Hey, that's not the spirit, man.
Nope.
You're supposed to be out here in the highways and byways where everybody can see you in the chief place of concourse, man. And now we in the last times. We in the latter days of the last days, man. You know, it wasn't that time yet when he was growing up. Yeah, you had the apostles. I'm pretty sure they was awoke during that time. You know, in the 80s, in the 90s, they was teaching. But you didn't have that mass awakening until the internet came on the scene. So they started putting videos on YouTube. And that's when you had an influx of Israelites waking up.
This is Proverbs 8 and 1. Doth not wisdom cry and understanding put forth her voice? She standeth in the top of high places by the way in the places of the path. She cry at the gates and the entry of the city and at the comings at the doors. You see out there on the highways and byways, man. That's where true wisdom is out here. Not in them churches. up in their folly while they out there wearing a mask, believing everything that Esau Edom says. You know, got these a robot. The other day you had this church with a rainbow flag on it saying something to the effect entry for all.
Yep.
You know?
That's what they do. That's what them pastors do.
Oh.
No in-house prophets.
I got something too. Based on what he was talking about how he said that this man said he was a child, he wasn't no Israelites around. It's for an appointed time. But this is the wisdom of Solomon, chapter 5, verse 1. Then shall the righteous man stand in great boldness before the face of such that have afflicted him and made no account for his labor. When they see it, they shall be troubled with terrible fear, and shall be amazed at the strangeness of his salvation, so far beyond all that they had looked for. That's what's going on now. People just refuse to believe that we are the people of the Lord. But they don't know. That's part of their astonishment. They just shocked, you know. And in the wisdom of Solomon, it was prophesied that they was going to be like this.
It wasn't their time for a mass awakening of Israelites to be woken up during that time when you was growing up. It wasn't that time yet. Now is the time when you got the internet. You got all these brothers, sisters waking up. They see videos on the internet. They see multitudes of Israelite camps in every city in America. You got Israelite camps everywhere, not just GMS. You know what I mean? But you know, they don't have the truth, but you still hear that you're an Israelite. You hear it from somewhere.
Yeah.
You definitely ain't gonna miss IUIC marching down the street. They be having like thousands of
church
people.
man, they be tripping me out with them churches, man.
They be like, what?
Yeah, when they out there marching or going out through them churches.
That's who most J's serious about when they hear about the truth. They hear about IUIC first.
Yeah, but a lot of them is just some of them Pharisees back then praying out in public. But I'm gonna get this in Romans 9 and verse 26. It shall come to pass that in the place where it was said unto them, you are not my people, there shall they be called the children of the living power. So we've been called everything under the sun but the children of God, man. You know?
Bywords.
All these bywords. Like
colored,
yep.
black, African, American.
Horse monkey. But that's prophecy. If you Christians will read that, that's prophecy.
You forget that. Christians ain't finna read no
Bible.
Nope.
Avatar.
Pastor's the only one that's gonna read.
And he gonna take it out of context, twist scriptures.
They be like the black and the cold.
Like Geno Jennings. He was talking about black skin, talking about your ugly black skin. This your leader, dude? Geno's chicken. The man who hates YASHAWAR. The man who denies YASHAWAR. Geno, he just animated, man.
Sound like an Eminem fish or something, Geno.
Yeah,
they call him Geno's chicken.
Yep. See, Jake go to church and get entertained, man, because they love their pastor. But they come up here and they get cut through the spirit. They don't realize that this is the truth right here, man. Your pastor's just all up in folly. He ain't got the wisdom. He ain't got the truth.
I seen the video of Jason fighting the church.
Oh, yeah.
They was having the Royal Rumble in there. I'm like,
man, they up in there fighting, rapping, flipping. I'm like,
playing the secular music in the churches and dancing to it.
The last thing that's gonna happen up in a Christian church, the scripture's gonna be read aloud and broken down. That's not gonna happen. Everything else good.
Yeah, they
want women in there wearing sundresses. JB in there trying to wear their chains and flex. I'm like, I thought this supposed to be a place of worship. Why you trying to dress like you're going to a party?
That's why they call them whorehouse.
Yeah.
Synagogues of Satan.
I remember that before I was in the shoes, like our mother used to make us, wear like the buttoned up shirt. She didn't have us just wear anything, even though we was in the congregation of the dead. But hey, man, I see Jake wearing anything they wanted, trying to be fly in church. You're supposed to worshiping the Lord, right?
Man, the Christian church is a big joke now. So, I mean, and a lot of you people stop letting Big Mama force you to go to church. Through women, we all die. Big Mama's not right on this.
Oh, baby, don't be listening to them boys out there. Wow, they be.
You'll have a whole bunch of kids on their phone. Parents be giving their kids tablets and stuff. They ain't even paying attention. You fall asleep in church. I used to do that. Fall asleep in church. You won't learn nothing in there.
Because it wasn't spiritual nourishment, you know.
Yeah.
I mean, all that stuff contradicted itself. It never made sense to me. I tried to understand it. I couldn't get it because it wasn't meant to be get.
It's not like that we didn't want to take the Lord serious, but they gonna take the Lord serious.
No.
You gonna do the same thing.
Man, these people so disrespectful. Christian is the biggest hypocrite on the planet. Because when they hear us cussing, they get offended. Okay, that's fine. But do you get offended when your friends cursing? When you listening to rap music with cuss words? When you watching movies with cursing? When you curse, do you get offended? All right then, you're a hypocrite.
They got a basketball gym in the church. They got a workout center, ATMs, all in there. They be having all types of
these
things.
mega churches, man, they got it all. They got everything in it but the word.
This is Proverbs 13:20. He that walketh with wise men shall be wise, but the companion of fools shall be destroyed. See, and we weren't meant to get the doctrine of the churches, man. That's why I remember, you know, my father's a pastor, trying to take us to church every Sunday, and I got tired of it, man. I'm falling asleep. Like, this ain't for me. Come to this truth, you realize this is the truth, man. You start walking with wise brothers, and you get built up in the spirit. But hey, these people out here in these churches, these 2/3 Jakes that's just walking around, you know, not taking heed. You're a companion of fools. You're walking with a companion of fools, and you are going to be destroyed.
If this word is for you, the spirit gonna quicken you.
Yeah.
And the spirit gonna remove all doubts about whether it's the truth or not.
See that white light.
Yeah. I mean, you just gonna like, oh, it's gonna be that fast. That's why I say it's gonna quicken you. Because you're gonna go from 1 minute to not knowing nothing to the next minute of understanding everything and why everything happening and what's about to happen, and you're gonna understand all that why at the same time. It's gonna happen just that fast. If you were meant to get it.
Yes, John 6:63, the scripture you quoted. It says that it's the spirit that quickeneth the flesh profiteth nothing.
Right.
The words I'm speaking to you, they are spirit and they are life. Hey,
that's how it happened to me. All I had to do was hear the names, and it was like a light bulb cut on.
Yeah. Like, oh snap, that is his true name.
Yeah.
That's what happened.
And you ain't gonna be doubtful about it at all. You're gonna be confident. You're gonna be secure in it. And ain't nobody gonna be able to sway you otherwise.
So I remember when I first came into the truth, you know, like I said, my father's a pastor, and you know, I was getting on him, man. He came into town. I was like, hey man, this is the true name of the Lord. Y'all been lying to us in these churches. He didn't like that, man.
What you mean we've been lying?
What do you mean?
It was also Babylonian Christmas time, so he was like, hey son, why you got the Christmas tree up here, son?
Man, we don't do that.
Yeah, I'm like, we don't.
You want to miss out on all the family gatherings, son?
Oh man.
Why you still coming over mama's house? No, man.
You're not going to make the gingerbread house no more for Christmas?
Oh man, no. We ain't about that, man.
See, people, they gonna test you for a while. Then if you stay in it long enough, they gonna see. He ain't playing. He dead serious.
Matter of fact, my father still tests me. I've been lately sending him some of these of the brothers' videos, and he's still sending me, hey son, I'm preaching at church at 11:30 your time. I was like, Father,
you don't understand.
No.
I'm trying to shake you out of there.
Yeah.
I'm trying to shake you out of that madness, man. You ain't trying to take heed.
Matter of fact, Isaiah 6. All right, because the Lord, he doesn't want everybody to get this truth, man. He wants a lot of these so-called Christians to be deceived, to find out the hard way that this is the real church right here. So this is Isaiah 6 and verse 9. And he said, go and tell this people, hear ye indeed, but understand not. See ye indeed, but perceive not. All right, we go out there in the highways, byways, preach the word. We tell them the truth. But they don't understand, man. Or Esau Edom be putting stuff right there in your face, but you still don't see it, man.
But see, one of the reasons why he got us going so hard out here, yeah, he know everybody ain't gonna get it because he don't want nobody to get it. But the reason he got us going so hard is so that nobody will have an excuse. You will have no cloak for your sins.
I didn't hear the word.
Oh, yes, you did.
Oh, yeah, you did.
Everybody got a phone.
Out here. If one of these celebrities heard it, posted their video, you heard it, man. It's everywhere.
Nobody ain't gonna have no excuse in that day.
I was talking to my mom yesterday. She said something about the monkeypox, and I was like, "How you know about that?" I was like, "Yo, you don't watch it?" She was like, "I don't." She was like, "I got a smartphone, so I hear everything."
See,
I'm like,
no cloak.
And I meant to tell you last week, you know, because your mother has, what was that? What other nation? Is it ELAM?
it's like a Ishmael.
Ishmael. I'm like, in his country, in his religion, they can have more than one wife. You know how you told us that she called you weird because of that. Like, you know, I don't want to bear false witness, but you know, maybe behind the scenes he probably have another wife or something.
Yeah, I told her, I was like, she's like, you ain't gonna say that. I don't believe in that shit.
You don't have to believe it for it to be true.
He's a, you know, hey, you never know.
But see, that was one of the ways to oppress Jake, because you know Jake be counted as the sand of the sea. So decided to curb out, try to control our population by allowing us to have only one wife. But what else does Esau allow? He allows many men to be in the bed with the man. It's not bringing forth fruit.
I told her
Same
that.
thing with women.
She was like, she ain't had nothing to say. What can you say? That's not even that's way worse.
And
They don't
now,
bring forth life.
yeah, I'm about to say, now the CDC is telling you to limit your partners if you're a sodomite.
Yeah.
So in other words, they still giving you the green light to do you, just not so much, okay? Yeah, that's easy. He give you little subliminal messages.
She telling me, you know, you got multiple wives. I'm like, nah. She was like, that's for people who got money. And, you know, you right on that area because you know, in captivity. I don't have money like that, and I ain't looking for another wife.
That's why the elders and the apostles said it's not practical. Even though it's lawful, it's not expedient in this kingdom, in this time. Because you got to have money to take care of wives and children and properties and food and all that stuff.
You know, you be a lucky brother if you find one of them women you can keep on them. You know?
Just one. I mean,
it's true. Just one. Yeah, like the brother said.
One is plenty here because you got too much to do. You got to work.
Yeah.
You can't enjoy your children here. You can't really. This is not living.
The scripture say, it was in Corinthians. It says, he that have a wife should be his daughter. He has his work first. You know, we ain't trying to look at multiple wives, but and all hell breakers is going.
It's just gonna fall in our lap.
Isaiah 4:1.
Yeah.
It's going to happen.
Disrupt the word because he knows it's gonna happen. And that's just confirmation right there.
That's nature too, though, because women naturally are flock to power. So when they see all these mighty men, all these carnal men get scared, but we still hold strong in our confidence, a lot of women gonna see that as being attractive. They're gonna see us as a hedge, a covering.
They're gonna be willing to do anything. Make sure you're there on all these end time movies and stuff like that, all those great movies. They be like, let me come in there, I'll do whoop to you. You know what I'm saying? I remember seeing that on the show.
Filter that water first.
Yeah.
Make yourself useful.
Anything you want, I'll do it for you.
Load the magazines, I need you to clean them guns.
Yeah.
Fall it down for me. Appreciate you. See, a lot of women object to the multiple wife doctrine because they see it as carnal, because they learn jealousy from Esau.
Exactly.
So, with that being said, that's not the purpose of having multiple women. The purpose of having multiple women is to bring forth nations, not to be the biggest pimp, like they perceive it. No, that has nothing to do with it. It's to bring forth nations. Because a man can impregnate 1,000 women. That's 1,000 seeds. You got one wife, you ain't gonna bring forth no nation.
I think I sent that video to y'all where the woman said, there's a difference between a man, you know, so-called cheating, and a woman. She's like, when a woman does it, she's conquered by another man. We don't get conquered, we conquer the woman. And she makes complete sense on that. But, you know, men can't really cheat. You can commit adultery, but you can't really cheat.
That's it. Because even if we was to take on another woman, if she's single and doesn't have a man, it's lawful. That's the biggest difference between you going out trying to get with another man's wife. That's why you get put to death for it.
That's why a lot of these rappers are being put to death.
They love
right
it.
before your very eyes, man.
All these women out here, you gotta go after a dude that you know is one.
Because it's a challenge. You know, trying to get a single woman, that's boring to Jake. That, you know, it's ain't into it. He want a challenge. I want your woman.
And that's actually a homosexual spirit on it, man. You want to lay down with another man that then put his seed inside of her, and now you pretty much swimming in that. That's a homosexual spirit, really. That's why a lot of these
beta male spirit too.
Yeah.
Now, in all actuality, you want to be that man. You know, you want to walk in his shoes. That's a beta male simp spirit, man. Get your own and build your own.
They don't want that.
It's natural. I was like, it's natural for a man to just sleep with one woman. It's just, you know, what man you know that slept with just one woman his whole life?
But see, they don't want to hear that. A woman's supposed to be with one man her whole life because that takes away Eve's power in this kingdom.
Women don't inject us, we inject them, so ain't that inside of us for them.
Yeah, women feed off power of being worshipped, being praised from other men. If they can't put themselves out there, you know, the tinkling of their feet, they can't do that to get attention, they feel powerless. So Eve doing everything she can to hold on to the power that Esau has granted her in this kingdom. Not being a straight up slut. But that's cool with it because they get power. They get benefits from it. They get money, cars, trips, you know, dinners, wine and dine. They get the whole shebang.
Matter of fact, you had that girl on TikTok, I believe, TikTok or YouTube or whatever. She exposed the girls' trip, man. How these women out here sleeping with other men on the girls' trip, man.
Yeah.
But then you want to come to your man at home and want to cry, oh, you shouldn't be having another man.
You can tell when your woman got out the spirit on her. You can tell.
Yeah, you can tell.
She's just not the same. Always seem preoccupied in thought or always in her phone.
I seen that right before I came to the
Can't put that phone down, nothing.
Nope. While you at work, she laying down with other men, you know, and still want to come back to you. You know, that's weakness. And Eve says, I've done no wickedness, my friend. Sure, I did that.
All wickedness.
That's all they see on TV.
Interviewing like young kids and he was basically asking.
They said they don't want no man.
Yeah.
So like that's like, oh, that's corny to me, you know.
I think he was saying, would you cheat on your man or would you tell your sister? They all said you.
Yeah. One girl came with straight up. She said, I'm not girlfriend wife with you.
Woo. Yeah.
She straight up said that, you know. You know, I appreciate your honesty, but that don't take away from the fact that you still ain't shit.
Yeah, for real. It's Proverbs 30 and verse 20. Such is the way of adulterous woman. She eateth and wipeth her mouth and saith, I done no wickedness.
Yep.
See, Babylon the Great gives you that power, man.
Yeah,
that license
green
to
light.
sin.
The green light to go be a hoe.
I'm glad the Lord brought me to this truth because I'm a young brother and most of the women are like my age.
Oh, they
terrible,
go.
man.
Hey, man, a lot of them are gone, man.
They cool for you, my friend. It's muddy waters.
I gotta eat though, so it's
Hey, Cole, y'all about to yourself for that, yo.
Man, dating pool and your bracket, yeah, it's kind of iffy.
Hey, they even started at like 16 years old and being damn monsters.
And they got body counts in the double digits at that age.
Yeah.
And they're proud of it.
Matter of fact, you had that porn star say that when she was in high school, she was just laying down with the whole football, everybody, man. Anybody she could lay down with. I was like, man.
Because she was enjoying that power. She was enjoying the attention she was getting, you know. Ooh, man. Ooh. Now, she just didn't realize that follows her for the rest of her life. And now you got porn stars, they commit suicide.
Yeah. You got too many spirits on them. You know, and you count up a whole bunch of spirits on you that got that depressed spirit on them.
You don't even know who you
Yeah,
are. Which
yeah.
spirit is mine?
Yeah.
You don't know. You don't know.
You out of whack, man. Go ahead,
So
bro.
Sirach 25 and what is that? Verse 19 it says, all wickedness is but little to the wickedness of a woman. Let the portion of the sinner fall upon her. So if you fall into that situation to where you getting committed adultery on, man, hey, the Lord got you in that situation, man.
He wanted you to feel that pain.
Yep.
Oh, man.
So like I said, brothers, hey, if you ain't got no woman in this time, don't worry about it at all.
Yeah.
Because good chance that the Lord protect you from these hoes.
Just try to use that
And AIDS.
semen retention, I guess.
No.
You seen that Instagram woman that's been laying down with all these celebrities, Nick Cannon, Chris Brown, and she said that she got AIDS like 10 years ago.
Yep. I saw that yesterday.
That's judgment. So a lot of these celebrities may be running around with AIDS. So hey, like the brother say, don't be stressing.
Don't be tripping.
Because a lot of these women got diseases and stuff on them, and the Lord gonna cleanse them out, man. By thermonuclear fire, Jacob's trouble, whatever the Lord has set for them, man.
What's that one girl, Brittany Reiner or whatever? I seen a video of her and Kodak Black, and he was trying to get up in that, man, but she did that with so many men.
I was about to say
I don't. Go ahead.
I was about to say she threw some water at some dude the other day because the dude mentioned her old boyfriend or whoever it was. I forget his name. And she got mad because he heard that name and she threw water at him, man. But go ahead, brother.
I don't understand what the attraction
Is, man.
of want to be with a woman that one of your homeboys has already been with. I mean, yeah, they probably talk about going into detail about something, but still, what makes you want to go after him? Sloppy seconds, you know. Exactly. That's what I used to think when I was a kid. For some reason, when I was in my teens, if I liked a girl and I found out she was with somebody else, I'm like, she was tainted.
Yeah,
that was my fault.
I don't want that.
She was tainted. Plus, she already got another man's spirit on her. So, you got to get past that. First,
You gotta look her in the eyes.
you know what I'm saying?
In real life.
This is Sirach 25 and 21. It says, stumble not at the beauty of a woman and desire her not for pleasure, man.
Right.
And man, you know, we gotta go through that test every day. We see women, everywhere. You know, women that look good, but you gotta be spiritual and be like, was they with a man? Did they got a man? Most of the time they'll be lying.
Yep.
If you ask them if they have
Can
a man,
she
they're
cook?
lying.
Can she clean? Is she wifey material? Like I said, is she lying? She trying to set you up? You know, we women be out here doing that as well, trying to set you up.
That's why I be telling the brothers, don't go to women's house.
Nope. But hey, if y'all got any more scriptures, you might just get it right there.
Hey, it's the spirit. This is talking on my phone. It says Hershey warns of possible Halloween and holiday candy shortage. So ain't no more
It's a
merch,
what?
man. Candy shortage when Halloween come.
Well, they said Skittles ain't fit to eat no more.
Yep,
no more.
that's it. Hey, I'm
it's
glad.
carcinogenic.
Yeah, I'm glad I ain't been eating no mugs.
Let me get one more. This is Proverbs chapter 31 and 3, verse 3. Give not thy strength unto women, nor thy ways to that which destroyeth kings. Don't be speechless at the sight of a woman, because she'll detect that weakness in you, and she will benefit from it. That's how she get her praise. That's how she get her power. When she knows that that's all you want, and then she'll use that against you. So brothers, don't be tripping over these women, man, because when that Isaiah 4:1 kick in, you're going to get tired of them. I promise you.
Hey, shalom, brother. How about YASHAMIAHLA? I'm just now seeing your comment. Shalom. Shalom to the sisters on the comment board as well. Shalom. But yeah, we going to end up ending it right there. So Lord willing to edify, and we'll give our praises, glory, and honor too. Dubans to the apostles, dubans to the elders, a great millstone, Reuben, and taught us his truth, and a YASHAMIAHLA. Shalom.
Shalom.